welcome back to You Don't Know Jack the Rewrite. My name is WW Dadman. You already know that, and we're gonna just go into the next episode. How often do you eat sweets?
Welcome to the reride. Only one player? Great. I don't like it when it gets crowded in here.
Good. Me neither.
Are you new to the reride?
No.
Excellent, thank you. That makes all our jobs so much easier. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but just in case, here are your buzzers.
Not that I need a buzzer.
I am required to inform you that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games. And now, please enjoy the reride. Perhaps we will meet at the bottom.
Yeah, maybe. Floor 690. Nice.
It's time for the show where hot culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Rewrite is brought to you by Eddie's Edible Candy Wrappers. Enjoy the candy without the weight. Now you can savor the sweet taste of anticipation, literally. And now, please welcome a man who's played these games before you were conceived, Sam Feely.
I don't think so.
Hope you're not coming in here on a sugar rush, because if you fall into a diabetic coma during this game, I already checked. We don't have any Ozempic or Jardiance on hand, and certainly no elaborate song and dance number or Oompa Loompas to go with it either. Let's talk sugar, spice, and everything nice here on the candy floor. Okay, how much money am I giving? This won't make headlines, but you gotta start somewhere. Now let's see the category. Edible measuring tapes. Let's check out the question. Assuming their slogan is accurate, how does the machine at the factory most likely measure out each fruit by the foot? By the yard, by the fathom, by the meter, or by the cubit?
What?
This is America. We don't use the metric system. We use washing machines and football fields. Oops, you blew it. Fruit by the Foot slogan is 3 feet of fun, and 3 feet equals a yard. Each Fruit by the Foot has 3 feet of fruity flavored fakery.
One, I have no fucking idea what Fruit by the Feet even is.
Could be worse.
And two, I have no idea what a yard is.
Beans! I'd say I'm rooting for you to get out of debt, but I think we both know you're probably just gonna keep screwing the pooch. Have at it. Considering the cacao bean scientific name, how did the first person to take a bite out of a chocolate bar most likely react? This is tough as rocks. This tastes like sandpaper. This is a gift from the gods. Or, this makes me think naughty thoughts. The cacao bean's scientific name is Theobroma cacao, and Theobroma means food of the gods. It works on 2 levels. Chocolate has antioxidants, so it's good for you in moderation. But if you eat too much, you'll see God much sooner than you expected. Pick a value. You know what?
This
I
or
think
that?
you're gonna like this. It's time for the often imitated, never duplicated Dis or Dat. Here's the category for your Dis or Dat. Man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. I'm going to list off 7 wacky flavors, and for each one I would love for you to tell me if it's an actual flavor of Japanese Kit Kat, an actual flavor of American Oreos, or both. You cash in for each one you get right.
I hate both, and I am not
ones you don't get to.
not an expert.
You've got 30 seconds until the wire fills up to get all 7. Get your fingers on those numbers. It's time to party. Chocolate banana.
Both.
Lemon cream.
Kit Kat.
Ginger ale.
Both.
Whole lemon.
Oreo.
Red velvet cream.
Kit Kat.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Both.
Lemon cheesecake.
Both. What?
You're one of those savages who takes a whole bite out of the entire Kit Kat bar, aren't you? Hey,
No, I
King,
just
back to
generally
work.
don't eat Kit Kat very often.
Talk to me, kiddo. It's a living. Here's the category. A rich, creamy 7-foot center. Hey, Einstein, you might want to pick up a few Deutschmarks here to fix up your bank account.
I don't think that would give me
NBA
any.
Superstar Nikola Jokic played for the Denver Nuggets. What would he be? Whipped cream and butter that averages a triple-double, a 3-time most valuable almond milk paste, 7 feet of Serbian vacuum-boiled gelatin, or a sweetened egg white who'd rather ride horses? Drop those F's in the chat, boys. Want to see what a right answer looks like? Nougat is beaten sweetened egg white. Yep, the dude just wanted to ride
That
horses.
is
But
not
no, he had
nougat.
to be drafted during a Taco Bell commercial and settle for becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time. What a
That
drag.
is not nougat. What the
Okay,
fuck
fine, let's
does
go on.
America understand under
Sign
nougat?
these. How high are you right now? Speaking of the
That's
Mile
what
High
I'd like to
City
know.
of Denver, Colorado, we're about 300 floors away from the bottom right now, but I'm not feeling any kind of Rocky Mountain high. And I'm just talking about atmospheric pressure. Really not feeling any different than if we were at sea level. So, assuming we are at sea level, suppose I ate 1 candy bar for each bar of atmospheric pressure I'm currently under. How full would I be? Not at all, because I only ate 10% of a bar, kind of after eating a whole bar, stuffed from eating 6 bars, or uncomfortably bloated with thousands left for me to eat. The bar is equal to 100,000 pascals, about the same as Earth's average atmospheric pressure at sea level.
Yeah.
Tyler, you got any explanation for this?
Explanation for what? Where all your money comes from?
Some things are better left unsaid, I guess.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Next question. Hit your butt. And we call this one Suddenly Sex Ed.
What?
Ladies, which of these gimmicky candies works in mostly the same way as a tampon? Push Pop, Gobstopper, Hubba Bubba Bubble Roll, or Tootsie Pop?
What? I don't know any of these.
I bet you wish you could keep your gob stopped, huh? Most tampons are applied by pushing a syringe-like plastic device called an applicator. So it's just like a push pop, and once you push it into your mouth, it stays there for the whole day until you pull on the string and find the blood-covered husk of what was once pure sugar. And if that won't convince the rest of you fellas out there to hold your tongue on women's reproductive rights, then frankly nothing will. Okay, punting Putin's poutine. This is a damn gibberish question, isn't it?
Well, I'm not gonna get that
I
one.
knew I forgot something when I was writing the contracts. Well, now that I've got that out of my system, here's your real gibberish category. Cloudy with a chance of indigestion. Remember, speed's the key. The less time you take, the more cash at stake. All right, crack your knuckles and tell me what phrase this gibberish rhymes with. Bacon rain, races of guts, and ignore the punctuation. First clue, it's a warning on candy wrappers. This is some good shit, man.
May contain traces of nuts.
Traces of nuts? Amateurs. Here at the Reride, we're all a little crazy. Hit your butt. A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore, right? Anyway. artificial Princess Peach flavoring. Okay, full disclosure, I never watched Adventure Time, and I have nothing against the show, but for all I know, what I'm about to read is another gibberish question. So please send all hate mail and death threats to You Don't Know Jack the Reride, care of Conan Blankenberg, The Bottom, P.O. Box.
Cue the question.
I'm doing you a favor, Tyler! Anyway, which of these activities would Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time find the most gruesome since it involves something made from the same material as modern-day bubblegum? Making the Tree Witch cry and collecting her tears, sledding through the Ice King's castle on inner tubes, pinching Lemon Grab until his skin gets oily, or throwing BMO's Bank of Montreal's batteries into Lake Celsius. I didn't watch the show, Pick. No, I think she'd be dry as kindling right now. Most bubblegum is made of synthetic rubber, just like inner tubes.
What the fuck's an inner tube?
Of rubber as car tires, grommets, and rubber bands. Oh, so that's why I kept wanting to chew on every rubber band I got my hands on back when I was 10. Who writes this shit?
Yeah, who writes this shit indeed?
How much is this one worth to you? Buzz in and tell me.
There.
Now stepping up to the plate. You need your teeth to eat more candy. Everybody's been told by their dentist that you need to brush your teeth and floss regularly because if you don't, you might get cavities. Well, if eating too much candy gave you cavitation in your mouth, what should you do to stop it? Wipe the acid off your teeth, gargle much, much slower, rinse with some holy water, or hate yourself for loving candy. Cavitation is the formation of vapor bubbles in low-pressure regions of fast-moving liquid.
Duh.
But if you're gargling so fast that there's cavitation in your mouth, you should probably see a mechanic instead of a dentist.
Yeah.
That's what we're playing for, and here's what we're playing. Religion is nothing to snickers at.
Wait.
During the month of Ramadan, the holiest month in the Islamic calendar, Muslims must fast for a certain period of time. Suppose Snickers ran a Ramadan-themed ad campaign. Which of these would best complete their slogan, "You're not you when you have it eaten for a whole day, you have it eaten for 7 days straight, you have it eaten for 30 days straight, or you have it eaten since sunrise?" Ramadan lasts for 30 days, but you only have to fast from sunrise to sunset each day. But Ramadan
Either way,
takes
it's
place at a
dumb.
slightly different time each year, and around the summer solstice, that's the opposite of hot fun in the summertime. Rise. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Have a Jack Attack. Have a Clue. A mouthful of candy. Let's see how sweet your victory will be.
Oh, great.
Good luck.
No fucking idea what you're talking about. Milky Way? Roman god of war, Mars. Stifled laughters. Snickers. Supernova. Starburst. Yep. That was actually it. Absent-minded people? Airheads. Evergreen shrub. I'll take the Three Musketeers because those are the only characters. Is Heath an evergreen shrub? I have no idea what Heath is. Hey Google.
Ow! Well done.
Hey,
Let's see
Google.
how it helped your score.
For fuck's sake.
Congratulations. But remember, money doesn't buy happiness. Certainly not for a hermit like yourself.
I love when it doesn't react. Hey Google. What's Heath?
A heath can refer to a few different things. 1. A type of landscape. This is the most common meaning. A heath is an open area of uncultivated land characterized by low-growing vegetation, typically rough grasses, heather, and small
Shush. Where's low-growing evergreen shrubs that thrive in the heathland environment? Erica and Kaluna. Never heard of them. Hey! So much for that. Let me see if I can, like, find a picture. Heath. Yeah, no idea. Either way, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. My name is WWDadman. Bye.